Today we're taking a seriously fascinating journey, starting from the philosophical constraints of the human mind all the way to the literal mathematical equations that build multi-million-dollar businesses. We're going to look at how the way you think directly dictates your reality and, honestly, more importantly, your ultimate success.
Here's our quick roadmap for today. 1. The levels of intelligence. 2. Pawns, knights, and viziers. 3. The ultimate board maker. 4. The business value equation. And finally, 5. Building a premium offer.
Section 1. The levels of intelligence. We're kicking things off with the underlying psychological framework that really dictates whether we struggle blindly through life or actually achieve undeniable success.
Now, picture this. You're born in a dark cave, chained to a wall your entire life, and all you can see are shadows cast by a fire behind you. You'd absolutely believe those shadows were the ultimate reality, right? This is Plato's cave, a famous metaphor from the Republic, and it perfectly captures the absolute lowest level of intelligence. When one person actually breaks free, sees the real world, and comes back to tell the others, what happens? The chained people literally laugh at him. They resist the truth. They refuse to step outside their comfort zone, because at the end of the day, they just want to blend in.
So I've got a question for you, and I really want you to keep this in the back of your mind as we ascend these psychological tiers together. Which level are you trapped in? Because the reality is, most of society is completely stuck, and recognizing where you currently stand is the only way to actually break those chains.
Basically, we can break human strategic intelligence down into these 5 distinct steps. We move from total, unquestioning compliance, way down at the bottom, all the way to absolute rulemaking at the very top. Let's unpack how people operate at each one of these levels.
Section 2. Pawns, knights, and viziers. Let's explore the middle tiers and see exactly how people get trapped playing a game they didn't even create.
Okay, so level 1, those are the pawns. They just follow society blindly. They're the ones happily staring at the shadows on the cave wall. Then there's level 2, the book player. These folks memorize the rules and use really smart-sounding words, but they don't actually get it. Think of the historical story of Euthyphro. He confidently tried to debate the legendary Socrates about the definition of piety and righteousness. Euthyphro just regurgitated all these definitions he'd memorized, but the second Socrates cross-examined him, it became super obvious Euthyphro had absolutely no practical understanding of what he was talking about.
Now, level 3 is the knight, or the horse. This person actually takes action, but here's the catch. They manipulate situations for a quick, short-term gain. Imagine an IT guy who intentionally delays a crucial software project just to put the squeeze on his client and double his fee. Sure, he wins today, but he loses their trust forever. Then we step up to level 4, the vizier, the kingmaker. A vizier secretly manipulates rivals to control an entire company without ever officially claiming the throne. They might pit 2 VP candidates against each other, watch them absolutely destroy their own reputations, and then casually step in to advise the CEO. They hold all the cards, wearing a mask of total neutrality. The major downside? They have 0 real friends, just transactional relationships.
Section 3. The ultimate board maker. All right, this is the absolute pinnacle of strategic thinking. Level 5. These are the rare few who just refuse to play the game altogether.
A true board maker at level 5 doesn't waste time fighting within the old, rigged systems of traditional banks and politicians. No, they write entirely new rules. Think about Satoshi Nakamoto. He launched a profoundly complex, self-sustaining, decentralized mathematical system, Bitcoin, and then just completely vanished without taking a single ounce of credit. That's the hallmark of a true board maker. They build systems that completely outlive them.
Okay, so how do you actually apply this board maker intelligence to your own business? I mean, philosophical theory is great and all, but how does someone actually stop being a pawn in the daily grind and use this level 5 thinking to make serious money and buy back their freedom?
Section 4, the business value equation. Let me introduce you to a guy named Alex. Alex had a massive falling out with his father, quit his cushy job, and decided to open a gym. Spoiler alert, it did not go well at first. He literally ended up sleeping on the gym floor because he couldn't even make his own rent. But then he did something amazing. He completely rewrote the rules of his industry. You see, Alex actually started out as a pawn. He did what everyone else was doing with a losing 21 rupees for 21 days offer. It sounded catchy, sure, but it yielded a measly 480 rupees in profit for every 1,000 rupees he spent on marketing. He was just bleeding cash. But after diving deep into psychology and getting some serious mentoring, he adopted a board maker mentality. He invented a totally new game,
a 15,000 rupee premium guarantee for a 6-week transformation. And guys, this changed absolutely everything. So how on earth did he justify charging so much more? Well, he mastered something called the value equation. This is the secret sauce. To make any offer practically irresistible, you have to maximize two things: the customer's dream outcome and their perceived likelihood of actually achieving it. But at the exact same time, you have to relentlessly minimize the time delay, getting them those results faster, and drastically reduce the customer's effort and sacrifice.
The results of utilizing this equation, honestly, they were absolutely staggering. By dropping the pawn-level marketing and constructing a boardmaker's premium offer, Alex turned his struggling gym into a massive empire. We're talking going from 60,000 rupees in his bank account to 1 crore in profit in just one single month, 21 crores in a year. He later launched a book that literally broke a Guinness World Record, outselling Barack Obama and Prince Harry in its first 24 hours. He made 800 crores in one day, all because he figured out the value equation.
Section 5. Building a premium offer. Let's actually unpack how Alex engineered this value equation into a flawless, real-world customer experience. We'll use a hypothetical customer, let's call her Rekha, to see exactly how this plays out in action. Look at this perfectly designed customer journey for Rekha. From the very first minute she spots a highly targeted Facebook ad to getting a lightning-fast personal phone call from a team member named Vikram within 90 seconds of clicking. The very next morning, she gets a personalized video greeting from Vikram standing right outside the gym. Every single touchpoint was meticulously engineered to build immense, undeniable trust before she even set foot through the front doors. Take a look at the Facebook ad copy. It is pure genius. Why? Because it perfectly hits the dream outcome of weight loss, losing 7 to 10 kilograms in just 6 weeks, which beautifully minimizes that time delay. But the real kicker is without giving up dal chawal, which is a beloved comfort food of lentils and rice. This entirely eliminates the effort and sacrifice variable of the value equation. She gets exactly what she wants without giving up what she loves.
Then, when Rekha actually walked in for a consultation, she wasn't just shoved into some boring standard office. No, she was placed in a custom sales room surrounded by literally 200 to 300 real before and after photos of people exactly like her. Just sitting there, absorbing all that undeniable proof, her perceived likelihood of achievement instantly skyrocketed. Her brain just went, okay, if they can do it, I can definitely do it.
And here's where the math just gets beautiful. Charging premium prices makes undeniable logical sense. Think about it. If you have 100 clients paying 1,000 rupees, you make 1 lakh. But if you start acting like a board maker, elevate your actual value, and double your price to 2,000 rupees, well, even if you lose 30 clients who complain it's too pricey, you still have 70 clients left. 70 times 2,000 is 1.4 lakhs. You are literally making more money while working with way fewer clients, which means significantly fewer hours of work for you.
So, as we wrap up this explainer, I really want to leave you with this final thought. You've seen the shadows on the cave wall, and you've now seen the absolute sunlight of a perfectly crafted value equation. To escape the endless, exhausting grind, you have to stop playing the pawn in a system that is fundamentally designed to keep you broke. You need to start mastering the ultimate rules of a board maker. The only question left is, which level of intelligence are you going to choose to operate from tomorrow?